Michael Jordan, Jim Brown, Wayne Gretzky, what's the other sport? Babe Ruth. What do all these people have in common? They're all the best at what they do. And that's how I would classify Luke Ford when it comes to live streaming. No, I know that's seems like hyperbole. Like, I get that. Ah, fuck you. It's hard to talk about the man in the middle of traffic, but coming under the Luke Ford, just coming into the community was an experience, let alone going on his show or anything. So, if you talk about your experiences meeting the freaks and geeks on the alt-right, and you come through that community, you got to talk about it. First off, I was blown away, right? It was suggested on YouTube, so YouTube must have known I was some kind of extremist, or I wanted to talk to extremists. I mean, you talk about algorithms, like whoever designing these algorithms, Israelis probably, they know where the sick people are. And looking back on it, they talk about YouTube radicalizing people with its algorithms. You know, I definitely know based on that experience. But man, going on that show was a lot to take in. I want to say I encountered it in like November of 2018. So people talk about different heydays of the show. I think that was the heyday. You had Kyle Brundlefly and his gang of super religious people, whatever you want to call them, KMG. Some people say the heyday was before, like when it was KMG and Dennis Dale and all this stuff. I would say I came in right on the heyday, and Jesus, I wasn't disappointed. You know, it's like everyone has a strong opinion about the Luke Ford show. You know, I think right now I'm feeling a combination of emotions. I probably shouldn't be driving, you know, like excitement, joy, anger, triggeredness. It's like, I don't know, the man's such an enigma. Either he's just this earnest YouTuber that, look, he's just an honest guy trying to entertain people, or his show it's like a petri dish. He's just gonna mix it up a little bit, put some ingredients, and see what happens. And if you're in the petri dish, well, look, you signed the waiver going in there. I don't think there actually is a waiver, but you consented to it, so you can't complain. It's like one moment you might be reading Mein Kampf and really taking it in. You know, it's like no one reads Mein Kampf in elementary school. But here's this guy on open air reading Mein Kampf. And so you take it and absorb it. Like, yes, it explains so much of my life and being. Like, just really feel this flowing through my soul. And then the next minute he's throwing coughness at you. Talk about a curveball. I mean, wow. I don't think there's a pitcher out there that has a curveball like that, but that's just like a microcosm of a little bit of what his show was. And all the guests and everything. Yeah, I don't know, myself, the mix of emotions is like, it's the most amazing show and the most amazing subjects, the most amazing topics that have probably done more to shape my worldview than any other person or instance in my life, you know. and that doesn't necessarily mean it all came directly from him. It was either people on his show or books or topics. It's like incredible. And if the whole world, God forbid, croaked from COVID, I think he would be live streaming. He's like, did you ever see the second Gremlins movie where they have there's no correspondence on the scene? So the vampire guy, I don't even know who the hell that guy was, but he's like, this is my moment. Picks up a microphone, he grabs a random Asian cameraman, just starts filming. That's what Luke Ford would do in the apocalypse. He'd be like, well, I'm not gonna let me stop streaming, you know. So yeah, and he delves into so many topics that not me personally, well, maybe a little bit, but people just end up getting triggered one way or the other. It's pretty unbelievable. What else can I say? Even if I give it my all to try to be like to beat Luke Ford at his game, it wouldn't even be physically possible. I couldn't stream for 5 hours. I think I got a couple decades on Luke Ford, like being younger than him. There's no way I could last fucking 5 hours a night. This guy's a maniac. Like, he lives on the edge. He's dangerous. And I know, like, he's gone through ebbs and flows and weaknesses, and now he's hunted by YouTube. But it's like, I don't care if some other show has all these other viewers. Still, no one can do what Luke Ford does. So that's why I continue to turn in. I think maybe he's got to reunite the old crew like he used to have. Some of my favorite subjects are, like World War II revisionism, just general alt-right topics, the Historica strike, which no one even talks about that online. Hardly. They're all German historians. But he's just a visionary, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not doing enough to summarize them, but, you know, it's just like I always do, off the cuff. I guess I'll do another video talking about the interesting people that you have on his show. But, I mean, the guy's, he's phase shifted so many times, right? He had, like, the Blood Sports era, the famous show with Jim Goad taking on the world. What was that? The New Year's Eve Massacre or something? Christmas Massacre. KMG versus Jim Goad. Jim Goad's take on religion. Spoiler alert, he's not too fond of it. Luke just needs to keep going and tinker a little bit. Find new successes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing him justice, but I tried. If you don't know Luke Ford, you should look up his channel. Subscribe. You won't regret it.